media. Well, a year ahead of the upcoming Karnataka elections 2023, here we have a major topic that we are talking upon today, and that is the BJP versus Congress in Karnataka. Well, in a year from now, Karnataka will be in the middle of a tough election campaign to elect a member of the Legislative Assembly. The political strategies and preparations for the elections are clearly visible in all major political parties. It may be useful to contextualize the coming elections in Karnataka. Well, for close to 4 decades by now, the Karnataka voter has never given a clear majority to the ruling party in a state assembly election. Well, some may want to contest this claim by pointing out the results in 2004 and 2018 elections. Well, the fact that in the current state assembly, a large number of MLAs resigned from the seats and won by a by-election on a different party ticket explains the complexity of the party affiliation of the elected representatives in the present House. Well, would 2023 see the revolving door policy of turnover of the ruling parties continue? Or would that trend be reversed? This will be a key point of intense political speculations right now. Who are the major players as we approach these elections? Well, the BJP and the Congress are clearly the key rivals, with the Janata Dal Secular being a distant third player. After tasting success in Delhi and Punjab, a fourth player, the Aam Aadmi Party, is seeking to register its electoral presence in Karnataka. It may be useful to look at the strategies of each of these key political players. Well, first let's have a look at BJP. As the ruling party, it would go to the voters seeking an endorsement for another term in the office. Well, in Karnataka, the BJP has been adept at the challenging the Congress and has had the limited success in defending its track record. It is going into the campaign with a chief minister who took over less than a year ago. The shadow of the former chief minister B.S. Yediyurappa is all too visible. When laying down office, Yediyurappa had insisted that his political mission was to get BJP back to power with a clear majority in 2023. Well, incumbent Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai is still to firmly establish both his political presence and visible control over the party and government. A ruling party often secures the electoral mandate on the basis of voters' perception of the good work done by the government. Well, the recent example of the results in Uttar Pradesh and Manipur are a case in point. Well, alternatively, like we can say in Uttarakhand and Goa, the unhappiness with the state government could well be offset by the positive image of the central government when the same party is in power at both levels. Well, will the BJP choose the first route, that is the perception of good work of the state government, or the second, that is to rely on the perception of the voter on the performance of the central government? Now that would be interesting to watch. Well, if it is the first, then one would look for the visible delivery of services on the ground in the coming months. Would the party strategists want to shift the agenda away from the governance and development to issues of caste and religious polarization would be another strategy to look out for. Well, now let's have a look at the Congress party. Well, for the Congress party, it is a battle for survival and arresting a downslide that appears to be evident, especially after the recent assembly elections in the 5 states. Karnataka would be key to any effort towards its revival right now. Well, this revival has 3 key elements that we have looked into. Firstly, how effectively is it able to set the agenda for the elections? Well, till now, the party at the state level has been in reaction mode rather than seeking to drive the debate. As the leading opposition, can it focus attention on the performance of the ruling party? Now, secondly, can it sustain the unity shown by its leadership at the state level? Well, this unity needs to percolate across the party. This also would entail the party having a united strategy on key issues and speaking in one voice on the same. Now, thirdly, will the drift and uncertainty at the national level in the party be quickly resolved, leading to a more focused and decisive leadership? This is crucial to the party launching a spirited campaign against the ruling party. Well, now if we take a look at the Janata Dal Secular, it seems to be unsure of its strategy right now. It is in fact losing leaders to both the Congress and the BJP. Its best hopes is to see the election of an assembly with no clear majority for any party. This would allow the party to play a role of the kingmaker at least. Well, yet, one has seen in the past that this requires a reasonable large number of members elected to the House and checking any floor crossing. Further, this strategy assumes that the voter in Karnataka is not giving a clear mandate to any one party. Coming now to the fourth player emerging on this political horizon, the Aam Aadmi Party. Well, buoyed by its success in Punjab, the party is hoping to capitalize on the same in Karnataka. It is testing the waters in the BBMP. Now, its leaders have claimed that in a survey, their party was the second choice in the city behind the BJP. One must underscore the fact that our victory in Punjab was the result of painstaking work at the ground level for 8 years. The first 4 Lok Sabha members for AAP were from Punjab in 2014. They made a splash in the 2017 State Assembly polls in Punjab prior to the spectacular victory earlier this year. Well, is there a similar traction in Karnataka? Can they hope to win by merely piggybacking on the Punjab electoral success? While they do have some leaders at the state level with a record of engagement in the civic activity, would it be enough to make them a key player in the politics of the state? Much would also depend on how AAP performs in both Himachal Pradesh and Gujarat, states which go to the polls before Karnataka. The AAP is making a concerted attempt to register its presence in these states. The next 1 year will see the play of all the above factors, a fascinating time for the Karnataka politics. One just hopes that the debate in Karnataka revolves around issues of critical concern for the people of the state. Well, this was all about how there is BJP versus Congress and there is also Aam Aadmi Party emerging in Karnataka, and what is going to happen in 2023 elections we'll get to know soon. Stay with us, we shall bring you more such interesting topics to talk upon. This is Aparna Sundar reporting for iScope Media.